Okay, let's start. My lucky number 5, 8:05 p.m. Okay. Catherine Ang. You pro at this, huh? You pro at what level are you at? I love indices and compound interest is definitely important. Huh? Okay. So, come, let's start. Huh? So, question 1, simple indices. So, 2 times m times n times 5 times blah, blah, blah. So, what I need to do is do the number first. It's all multiplication. So, 2 times 5 first. So, it will be 10. 2 times 5. Huh? And we have m times m, 3 of the m. Please do not give me 3m. 3m is 3 times m. M times m is m to the power of 3. Yes, m to the power of 3, not 3m. And we have 2n, so it's n to the power of 2. Okay, so that will be the answer for this question number 1a. Yes, correct. Tora. You all don't use so complex username lah. Very difficult to pronounce. Okay, those who never register even best the user blah, 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 many numbers. So now next, let's take a look at this one. Okay, so this one question is 2xy to the power of -4. They want you to put it in positive index. Positive index means they want the power to be positive number. So in this case, you can see this is -4. Right? So one thing is, a lot of students, okay, when they want to bring the -4, yes, you bring it down. But the thing is, they bring the whole thing below. So you need to be careful. If, let's say, it is 2xy to the power of -4, it means that the -4 belongs to all 3 of them. But in this case, the -4 only belongs to the y. So that is why when you bring, the 2x will remain at the numerator. Only the y minus 4, you need to bring it down. So it becomes y to the power of 4. Okay, so this and this I want to show is they are not the same. They are not the same. Not the same. So since I'm doing this, okay, I'm going to talk about what are the properties that we use here. This is how you handle negative power. So for example, if I have a to the power of -3, b, and let's say this one is b to the power of -2, I have a2. Example, this question. Okay, so we always settle the negative power first. So I always tell my students, if a minus 3 is negative at the numerator, you bring it down. Okay, so you bring it down. So in this case, what I want to put is, those with positive index remain as it is first. So B remain, A2 will remain. I need to A minus 3, bring it to the bottom, so it become A to the power of 3. B minus 2, I need to bring it up, so it become B to the power of 2. Okay? So in this case, after that, you need to simplify. So this one is B1 times B to the power of 2. So it becomes B1 plus 2, so it's B to the power of 3. A square multiplied by A cube. So it's multiply same base, you add the power. So 2 plus 3 is 5, so it's A to the power of 5. So for indices, to me, it's very important. My students, when they come in, I make sure that their indices is very strong. Especially those who take A math. If your indices is like chuya means your A math gone. Okay, because a lot of topics, you need to manipulate a lot of indices. Okay, so that's basically how you're going to handle when your power is negative. So now let's take a look at this question over here. So this one said evaluate, and you will see everything is just number. There's no alphabet. So no need to think under so complex. It's only 1 mark. When they say evaluate and there's no alphabet, it simply means press calculator. So you'll be surprised that some students do not know how to key into the calculator. So over here, let's see. I follow exactly as per the question. Put a fraction. 14 to the power of 3. Make sure you bring it down because you will add the power. Right? Multiply 2 to the power of -2. Bring it to the denominator. 2, you want to 2 to the power of 2 also can, or you want to have the 2 square also can. It's the same thing. So always check. This kind of question, although it's 1 mark, but you must make sure you have 100% put it inside your pocket at the marks. So always check whether you got key correctly or not. Surprise, you'll be surprised 3. Some student 3 press 2, 2 press 3. Okay, then 1 mark, although it's simple, they also never get it. So make sure that you check. Okay, press equal. So you have 171.5. You want to put it as 171.5 also can. It doesn't matter because it's the same value. So this one is just 171.5. Okay, or you put it as 171.5 also can. Okay. So that is for question number 1. That's for question number 1. Let's move on. 2A. So write the following as a positive index. So by now you should be expert. So now the question is, now it's only one number. It's not a fraction. Then bring to where? If it's a fraction, you can bring up, bring down. Thanks for the chili crab. I know you all, those who follow me on my TikTok know that I love chili crab, is it? So you all choose to give me chili crab. So smart. Okay. So if it's not fraction, then how? You do your own fraction. So it becomes x minus 6 over 1. Agree? So in this case, since it is negative at the numerator, I'm going to bring it down. So some students, they bring it down, then they don't know what to put at the top. It's actually just 1 at the top. So this one bring down, it becomes x to the power of 6. So in the end, this is my answer. Easy. Okay, now let's take a look at this one. This is 3 over x to the power of negative 4. Okay, so my 3 is positive, so I shouldn't touch it at all. Thanks for the crab. Okay, later I will have high cholesterol. But it's okay. I don't mind having more crabs. Okay, so 3 over x to the power of negative 4. So your 3 is positive, so keep it there. Don't touch. You only change the x to the power of negative 4, bring it up. So 3 remain, x4 go up. So then my denominator put what? Okay, you can put a 1. Thanks for the ice cream. More crab. Okay, and just finalize it, simplify, just put 3x to the power of 4. And that will be your final answer. Okay, the next one. The next one say x to the power of 3. This time around, slightly different. They ask you to put it in terms of negative index. So same thing, this is not a fraction, right? Okay, you put your own fraction, just put over 1. So if it's positive at the numerator, I want it negative index, I just bring it down. So it becomes x to the power of minus 3. Then don't leave the numerator empty. So it should be just 1. Yes, your username is not a nice username. It's like I have to pronounce E. Right? So this is the final answer. Chiro Nairi, don't understand Malay. Try to speak in English. I only know how to speak English and read English. Okay? So now next. Here, 11 over x to the power of 5. So same thing. Fraction. My 11 is positive. Keep it there. Don't touch it. So we can bring the x to the power of 5 to the numerator. I did vectors before. Go to my, for those who are new here, you can go to my bio, TikTok bio, click on the link. The last button will go to my Telegram channel. Okay, and the second last button go to my YouTube. YouTube have a lot of gems. I have a lot of videos there. So you can go under the videos, under my, go to my YouTube channel, under the video, go and search for the word vectors. I don't know whether is it with the S or without S. You just search both. And I believe that the relevant videos will pop up. Okay, so this one, we just bring it up. Same thing, just put 1 at the denominator. So answer is just 11x to the power of negative 5. Okay, maybe some student might ask, Blueberry. So, Blueberry, you asked me whether is it true that EMath O levels to get A is 90 plus. This is what you call the bell curve, right? But I've mentioned in a video in my TikTok that Bell curve is something that we are not able to control, right? So if it's something that you're not going to control, then why do you bother? Agree? So all you can do is just revise and do your best. Agree? Good to see you live, Kangie. About Jason Sim. Who is this? Who is about Jason Sim? I have too many Jason. Which Jason are you? Are you my secondary school Jason or which Jason? Yes, it's something that it's the same thing like in life. Let me change a little bit topic. It's just like in life. Meta Media Jason. Hello. Now you cannot see my face. You can only see me teach math. Hi. So it's just the same like in life. Some certain things, like for example, people criticize you or people tease you or people talk bad about you. You know, these are things whereby it's from their mouth. These are things that you cannot control, correct? So what you can control is your own response, correct? How are you going to respond? Your own actions, your own behavior. This is things that you can control. You cannot control other people. Okay, so same as bell curve. We will not know how they're going to do the bell curve, and you will not know for that year how people will do their math. You understand? So why do we need to bother about the bell curve? Because whether the bell curve is going to be high or low, I still have to do the math, correct? So why don't you just tell yourself, just target full marks lah. That's the best you can do, right? So it is the same. It is the same. So life is tough, so-called tough enough lah. Don't make yourself headache by go and worry about things that you cannot control, okay? Thanks, Tai Chi. What's the area of a right angle triangle? Height 6. Area of triangle is just half times base times height. So it's just half times 6 times 10. Okay? Full marks too hard. What is good about math is it's a subject whereby it's possible to get 100 marks. Okay? It is possible to get 100 marks. That's what I love about math. Because there is either right or wrong and there's no gray area. Okay? Not like, for example, English or even geography. Sometimes it's you got to see what is your sentence structure and everything. So it's like there's gray area. Okay? How to reduce careless mistake. I always tell my students, if you know that this is something that you are always careless at, when you are doing your normal exam, you will take a little bit more time to go and check your mistake. Understand? Okay, enough. I need to go through the questions. Okay, let's move on. Later got time, then we chit-chat. Let's see whether you stay on and then we can chit-chat. Okay, let's move on to question number 3. Okay, question number 3a, x to the power of 0. This is a very important property because anything to the power of 0 give you 1. Okay, so it is just 1. So sometimes the question for express kid, when you have things like, what is it got the chest there? What's that? So chim. What's that? What is that? Let me see. Oh, so cute. Even the sender has a chance to collect. But click open, you accept the treasure rule. I don't know what is the treasure. So cute. What's that? I also don't know what is it. Okay, never mind. Anyway. Okay, let's continue. So anything to power of 0. Okay, so for express students, sometimes you will see a question like that. For example, A, 3, B, 2, C, -4. Then after that to the power of 0. Like very, very complex. Okay, but you can see that the whole thing bracket to power of 0 actually is just equals to 1. Okay, so no need to think under so complex. But also need to be careful is sometimes maybe they come out things like A, let's say A2, B0. Then you also have to take note that the 0 only belongs to the B. It doesn't belong to the A2. So in this case, it is A2 times 1 and so it is A squared. This is not related to the question, so I'm going to just box it up. This is just additional information for you. So when you see to the power of 0, you know anything to power of 0 give you 1. Okay, and when you see, and you also have to take note whether the 0 belongs to all of them or it only belongs to some of them. So you have to be careful. Express don't have this kind of question, but Express have this kind of question. Okay? Come, M4 times M3. So when this is multiply, same base, you add the power. So it become M4 times M cube, M4 plus 3. So it's just M to the power of 7. Okay? Okay, next, this one. 5 to the power of negative 2. So this one, what is the answer? This is fraction 5 to the power of minus 2 over 1. So just now I have taught you how to bring the power negative, right? So you bring it to the denominator. So it becomes 1 over 5 to the power of 4. Sorry, 5 to the power of 2. And therefore you get 1 over 25. And you are done. Next, this one a little bit complex only, a little bit only lah. Okay, so 8p6 bracket 1/3. There is actually 2 terms inside. 8 to the power of 1/3, p6 to the power of 1/3. And when it's bracket power, so I'm going to put here the rule. The rule is, if let's say I have a, 2, 3. Okay, when it's bracket, this is power and power. So when power and power, you multiply them. So 2 times 3, so it's like a to the power of 6. Okay, so same thing over here. So 8, this one I will simplify first. 8 to the power of 1/3, p 6 times 1/3 is 2. 6 times 1/3 is 2. Okay, if you don't know, you can just press the calculator, it will give you 2. So then after that, you can press the calculator for 8 to the power of 1/3, and for your information, to the power of 1/3 means it's cube root. So cube root 8 is 2. So in the end, you get 2p2. Done. Yes. If you find it too easy, you can swipe away. No need to disturb in this class. You want to help to answer the question, can, but no need to give me like attitude. 2p2 la. You know, okay. So not interested, you can move to the next channel. Thank you very much. So we have students here want to learn. So please respect them and let them have a chance to learn. If you are very clever, then you can go to the next channel. Thank you very much. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. 4a part 1. So this is similar to the in front like that. So over here, so minus 3 times 5. So it is equals to negative 15. So over here, let's count the 3. Sorry, let's count the a. A times a times a. We have 3 of it. So it's a to the power of 3. And this is b to the power of 2. Okay, this one very straightforward. Okay, now over here. So just now I taught you on power, what do you do? Right? So you will have p. This one is power. So it's 3 times 4. Okay, so it's p12 multiplied by p. And this one is 1. Same base multiply, you add the power. So therefore it is p 12 plus 1, and therefore p to the power of 13. And that is the final answer. Okay. Okay, so now over here. Next, 3m cubed over 15m5. Okay, they ask you to simplify. So in terms of the 3 and 15, we can simplify. Divide by 3, 1. Divide by 3, 5. M cubed and M5. Oops, I saw someone being muted and blocked. We have moderators in the channel. So you better behave. You want to ask proper question. Okay? No, it's not M8. You see, I cancel the 5 is at the denominator. So over here, M cubed and M5. Okay, I always cancel the smaller one, which is M cubed. 5 minus 3, so I still left with 2. So it should be 1. Nothing at the top means I left with a 1. Denominator is 5m2. Okay, and that will be the answer. Why is it that it's M8? You see, let me just say, M cubed and M5. What does this mean? It means that this is M times M times M. This is M times M times M times M times M. Right? Then you cancel 3. So isn't it left with 2? So you left with 1 over M squared, correct? So why is it that it's 8? It is not m cubed times m5, huh? M2 is at the denominator, not at the numerator. Because the M5 is at the bottom, ma. Hate comments means you are famous. Wow, thanks. Yeah, thanks for, let's be positive. That day I also was sharing with my team members. Okay, it's okay, we can accept those haters. They help us to engage in our channel. That also bring us some audience. It is not M. Okay, you are not wrong. You can write it as m to the power of -2. But usually answer-wise, we always leave it in positive index. By default, we leave it in positive index. Unless the request for negative index. Like just now, the question got one question. They ask for negative index, then we give in negative index. If not, by default, it's always positive index. Can put m to the power over 5. You are not wrong to put m to the power of -2 over 5. But we will always leave it in positive index. Okay, let's move on. Okay, now I'm done with the indices. I'm going to do standard form. Standard form. Okay, 5A. They give your answer in standard form, calculate, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to write out the question. 5 times 10 to the power of 4 times 3.5 times 10 to the power of 3. So you can see that this one throughout is multiplied. If throughout is multiplied, let's do the number. 5 times 3.5. 5 times 3.5. This one multiply, same base, you add the power. So it's 10, 4 plus 3. So this one, of course, we can press the calculator. So it's 5 times 3.5. It gives us 17.5. So it's 17.5 times 10 to the power of 7. And they want standard form. So take note, standard form is, okay, standard form, it will be n times 10 to the power of something, right? So take note that this n, it must be less than 10 and more than 1. Okay? Yes, standard form. So let's move on. So here, 17.5, does it fall between this range? It is not. So I have to change it to standard form. So this one becomes 1.75. Okay, I understand that a lot of time, the common, although it's easy, okay, but a lot of students will get confused. The 7, should I add 1 or should I minus 1? Right? So that's always the confusion that students always face. So what do you do? So I always tell my students, this one becomes smaller. This side becomes smaller, the other side becomes bigger. Opposite. Understand? So this one becomes smaller, this one becomes bigger by one dot, one steps. So that means it becomes 10 to the power of 8. So this is the standard form. Okay? Let's move on to the next question. So now this one, subtraction. Subtraction. I also have 7.5 times 10 to the power of -4 minus 2 times 10 to the power of -5. Okay, so sometimes we can key calculator, and it's a 1-mark question, so actually we can key calculator. But before I use the calculator, I'm going to show you how I'm going to use it without the calculator. Okay, so see here. So now I ask you something. If let's say today I have 5,000 minus 2,000. You want look, don't need calculator, you also can tell me it's 3,000. Agree or not? So you see, the number of 0 behind is the same. So actually what we did in our head is we do 5 minus 2. And then after that, we just add the 3 0. Agree? So that is what we do, so-called mentally. Right? So 5 minus 2, we get a 3. Then we just append 3 0 behind. That's how we do the subtraction of this simple 5,000 minus 2,000. So actually standard form, if without calculator, we also can do the same thing. This one is times 10 to the power of -4. This is times 10 to the power of -5. So what you need to do is, you need to change these two to the same. So you want to change -4 to -5 or -5 to -4 also can. Either way, doesn't matter. So I'm going to change this one in front. I'm going to change this. So you see, if I'm going to change this to minus 5, why I change to minus 5 is because the neighbor is minus 5. So same concept as just now I tell you. Minus 4 to minus 5, it becomes smaller, right? So if it becomes smaller by 1 step, that means this one must go bigger by 1 step. So it means that this one becomes 75. Then minus 2 times 10 to the power of minus 5. So after I change the so-called number of 0 to be the same, then I just need to do 75 minus 2, then times 10 to the power of minus 5, which will give you 73 times 10 to the power of minus 5. Then because this one is not standard form, so we just change it to standard form. So you will put 7.3 times, again 73 becomes 7.3, it becomes smaller, right? So becomes smaller, the other side must become bigger by 1 step. So minus 5 become bigger by 1 step is minus 4, because I just plus 1. Okay, so this is my answer for this question. So if this is using the manual method to do it. So if you're going to use calculator, okay, because sometimes the number are too big. Imagine they give you, okay, definitely normal tech will not be so tough, but let's say express come up very big number, and our calculator is limited to some number of digit, then you might have to use the manual way to do it. Understand? So in this case, I'm going to do the calculator, and I want to tell you also that 10 to the power of negative 4, a lot of students like to key this, 75 times 10 to the power of negative 4. Not wrong, but I can use this button over here. This automatically already times 10 to the power of something. So we can just use this. You understand? So what we're going to do is just 7.5 times 10 to the power of negative 4. Minus 2 times 10 to the power of negative 5. So you can just use this button, which is easier, faster. Yes, not much difference. You save few seconds, but then when you save a many few seconds, become minutes, and then after that you can do one more additional question, right? Then just press equal. Okay, you can change to this, and this one calculator actually automatically give you just nice standard form. But sometimes you can actually change it. So what you can do is you press this ENG. Do you see this ENG button? So let's say you see I'm going to key in, so they will jump around, right? Then if you want to jump the other direction, you just key Shift ENG until you see a nearest standard form, right? Okay, so thanks for the rows. Okay, so next, let's continue. Now this one mark, this one, I can do the manual method. I also can use the calculator. So over here, 8 times 10 to the power of 6 over 4 times 10 to the power of 4. 8 divided by 4, we all know that is 2. So this one is 8 divided by 4, then multiply by, this is divide, 6 minus 4, so it's 2. So it's times 10 to the power of 6 minus 4. And we have 2 times 10 to the power of 2. And that's all for this question. Thanks for the rows. Okay, and that will be the final answer. Right? Because it's already standard form. Standard form. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Now, this one they asked for ordinary numbers. So some students wonder, what is ordinary number? Opposite of standard form is ordinary number. Okay, so it simply means whether you know how to press calculator. So 6.88 times 10 to the power of minus 3. So all you need to do is press calculator. Okay, so we have 6.88. Remember the button that I teach you, times 10 to the power of negative 3. Okay, press equal. So you see, my calculator will automatically meet the standard form. So if I want to have the original ordinary number, I have to press this one. So this one doesn't work, I go the other direction. So you see, until you see times 10 to the power of 0. Right? Then this will be 0.00688. Done. Okay. Next one. 1.56 times 10 to the power of 2. Again, equal, this one straightforward, it give me 156. So this is just equals to 156. Okay, now let's take a look at the next one. Now they want you to write the following in standard form. So 91400, I want to change it to standard form. This one is secondary school question. Okay, but this is normal tech stream. Normal tech stream. Now for Wednesday, I'm teaching normal tech topic. Only Sunday then I do express question, either EMath or AMath. Form what, I don't know. I know, but definitely will be tested in Malaysia. It's just that I don't know which form is it because I'm not from Malaysia, sorry. But you still definitely can learn. Whether is it you will learn it, you already learn it or learn it later. It's form 3. Wow, thanks. So someone already answered. This is in form 3. So remember to follow me so that you will receive notification. Okay, and for those who are new here, today the PDF worksheet is already uploaded in my Telegram channel. So go to my bio, click on my link, click on the last button, you go to my Telegram channel. And click on the second last button, you will go to my YouTube channel. There's a lot of past live TikTok replay videos already uploaded there. So, and remember to help me to subscribe and like the videos. You got teach primary school. Last time I got teach for 10 years. Last year I decided to drop and focus on teaching secondary school. Okay. Yes, come. So this one I want to change to standard form. No, only teach secondary school kids. Sec 1 to Sec 5, all the stream. 91400. So I need to change this to 9.14. Then put this one. Okay, so now the question is, do I have to put, the power must be negative or positive? What happened to the camera now the angle has changed? Got changed, meh? Okay, so you see, this is how I do. This one becomes smaller, right? This one becomes smaller, so this one becomes bigger. So now you know you need to put a positive number. Then next is, you need to decide whether you want to put what positive number. So, imagine your decimal is here, right? Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. You need to jump 4 times, correct? 9.14 is here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you already decide that it's positive, jump 4 times, so it's 10 to the power of 4. Yes, well done. I can see some of you give the correct answer. Good. Wait, why got somebody put minus 4? No, it's positive 4. Okay. So this will be the standard form. Now next, one more. Here, 0.0897. First, let's put it to the standard form. So we know that it will be 8.97. Then now next is you have to ask yourself, do I have to put positive or put negative, right? 0.08 become 8 is become bigger. This one become bigger, this one becomes smaller. It becomes smaller means they got to put negative. Understand? I got to put negative. So now, after deciding it's negative, then we have to decide whether what number. So, your decimal is here, 1, 2. Jump 2 times, correct? So, it is minus 2. And we're done. Sounds easy, so better grab the marks and put it inside your pocket. This is standard form. It's one of the giveaway topic. Okay, so we are done with question 6. Okay, question 7. Calculate blah blah blah. Give your answer in standard form. Okay, so same. This one subtraction. So this will be similar to just now what we did. Remember just now I said when we do addition or subtraction, we change the behind to the so-called same number of 0. Okay, we change them to like the same number of 0. So you can change it to 10 to the power of 4. You can change it to 10 to the power of 3. It doesn't matter. So, wow, somebody got blocked. Woohoo! Okay, not so sure what did he mention. Anyway, my horse name is Tessie. The horse name is Tessie. No wonder you got blocked. Okay. Who? Yeah, you so fast, Jolly Green. Give step by step lah. Okay, so let's change. I'm going to change this to 10 to the power of 3 first. See here, so I'm going to put 10 to the power of 3. So 4 become 3 is become smaller. Smaller by 1, right? So this one will become bigger by 1. So that's why it's 35. Thanks for the flower, the rose slime mat. Okay, so this one becomes smaller, this one become bigger. Okay, then after that, minus 4.8 times 10 to the power of 3. Now this one same already, right? So what we do is just do, okay, 35 minus 4.8 times 10 to the power of 3. Then we key calculator for 35 minus 4.8, we get 30.2 times 10 to the power of 3. And then because they want it in standard form, then we do one last step, change it to standard form. So this one will be 3.02. This one becomes smaller, so this one becomes bigger by 1. So that's why it's 10 to the power of 4. And we are done. So this is the manual method. Because I see that it's 2 marks, so I do the manual method. If it's a 1 mark, we can just key calculator. So let's try to key calculator. 3.5 times 10 to the power of 4. Subtract 4.8 times 10 to the power of 3. Press equal. Oh, calculator give me this, doesn't give me standard form. Let's play around with this. So sometimes this one give you exactly standard form, sometimes doesn't. You see, it doesn't give me exactly standard form. So it still give me 30.2 times 10 to the power of 3. Then I need to change it to standard form. Okay, so this is the answer. So that's for question 7. Okay, question 8. 2 more questions, 2 more parts for standard form. Then we're going to move on to simple compound interest. So same, this one they want you to express the following in standard form. Additional requirement is they want you to put it as 2SF. So now let's see. So we have 832200. I want to put it in standard form. Okay, put it in standard form. So this one will be just 8.322. So some students say, hey, they ask for 2SF leh. Wait lah, you must finish completing to standard form, then you round off to 2SF, right? You don't round off first, So change already, then round off. So 8.322 times 10 to the power of something. So now the next thing is, my power should be positive or should it be negative? Okay, this one becomes smaller. So this side become bigger. This one becomes smaller, so this side become bigger. So I know my power must be positive number. My power must be positive number. Then count. My point here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is times 10 to the power of 5. Then last step, round off to 2SF. Put the curly equal. 2SF, first SF, second SF. The number behind the 3 is 2. So that means it becomes 8.3 times 10 to the power of 5. And then put this is 2SF. Okay, usually by default it's 3SF, but this question asks for 2SF. So we must follow the question. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So this one is 0.002385. They want you to change to standard form, so it will be 2.385 times 10 to the power. So power must be positive or negative. This one from 0.0 something become 2, it become bigger. If this side become bigger, this side becomes smaller. So if this side becomes smaller means I want to put negative number. Understand? See, I told you some will say 1, will say 9. Where got 9? 9 is 1SF. Even if this one round off to 1SF is only 8. How can it be 9? Right? Thanks for the heart. Okay. So this one, I know I need to become smaller. So let's count. My decimal point is here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So minus 3. Then last step, round it off to 2SF. Okay, come. 2.385. Round off to 2SF. What is it? Let's see how many people know how to round off to 2SF. 2.385. Round off to 2SF is... I must cover the answer. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. 2.4, 2.4. Don't know who gives minus 3, Oops. Why is it 2.3? Okay, so let's count the SF, 2SF. Cannot put 2.400 because if you see, 2.400 and 2.4 is the same value. And when you purposely put 20 behind the 4, it means that you want me to count it as SF. So 2.400 is 4SF. First SF is the 2, second SF is the 3. Look at the number behind the second SF is 8. 8 tells me that I need to round the 8 up. Sorry, round the 3 up. So that's why it becomes 2.4. Okay, times 10 to the power of minus 3, 2SF. No, it's okay, Human. I mean, as in, I'm just explaining so that you learn, you know. Okay, so this will be the answer for this part. Okay, we are done with standard form. We're going to move on to interest. Okay, before I move on to interest, let me drink water. Before I drink water, can you please help me to like and share? And those who haven't followed me, please remember to follow me. Okay, I'll be doing live, TikTok live on every Wednesday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Singapore time. Every Sunday, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Singapore time. Okay. Oh, help me to give, somebody giving combo light. Okay, while I drink water, see whether can give me combo light. For those who actually know me, should know how to do combo light. Now it's 4.5k likes. See whether tonight we can reach 10k like or not. Combo light means you go and tap your screen. Tap and you don't let go your finger, okay? You tap non-stop on the top left-hand side, you'll be able to see that the bar will actually increase. Okay, the moment you leave your finger off the screen, you will not be able to get combo. Huh? The guy who bought 500 bananas in the math. Question. Don't know who. I think maybe you already blocked already. I'm not sure. Wow, you're very fast 8.5k already. I already tap screen non-stop. Thank you. You all know combo light, right? Wow. Hey, you're very fast I only drink water, only you all shoot 10k already. Power lah. Thanks. Okay, come. Later then we tap, okay? Now let's listen to this topic. Simple compound interest. So in this simple compound interest, there's only 2 formula. Okay, I'm going to just write the formula here. So let me talk a little bit about the 2 formula. So when we talk about compound interest, I see that the question for the normal tech one, they will not be so complex. They did not change like compound monthly, compound quarterly. Their question seems to be like all compound yearly only. But I'll talk a little bit more so that the Express or normal acad or other country also can benefit from it. Because I think the compound is a very, very, very important concept. So the formula is A P1 plus R over 100 to the power of N. Okay, so that's a formula for compound interest. Okay, so P is the principal amount. That means the amount that you put it in. So the other day I was explaining to a student about interest. I say interest has 2 meanings. It can be a positive thing, it can be a negative thing. Right? Interest, that means if you put money inside the bank, you earn you interest. That's a positive thing. Okay, but if you borrow money from the bank, then it's a negative thing because you need to pay back extra more other than the principal amount that you need to return back. Thanks for the ice cream. Wow, every life still got people ask me how to improve the math. Practice, math is all about practicing. Okay, so over here, now the tricky is, principle very straightforward. It is the R and the N that is tricky. Okay, so for example, if I tell you that my interest rate is, let's say, equals to 5% per annum. Okay, annum is per year. Some students indeed don't know what's the word, what's the meaning of annum. Okay, so over here, this is R. So my R is equals to 5. Then we have a small r. So small r depends on whether you are compounding it monthly, compound it yearly, or compound it quarterly. Okay, so if let's say, for example, this one we talk about 5 years lah. Let's say talk about 5 years. And then let's say this question is, let's say for example, is compound yearly. We make it simple first. If it's compound yearly, okay, if it's compound yearly means we can straight away use the 5%. So that means my small r will be equals to 5. Okay, and the N N means you compound how many times? If you compound yearly, for 5 years means you compound 5 times. So it is 5 years times 1 per year. That's why it is 5. Okay, so this is if it's compound yearly. So if I change the question a little bit, okay, if I change the question a little bit, huh? What thing 4? Why 5 not 4? Don't confuse me lah. I thought I write wrongly there. So if let's say I change the question a little bit. So let's say for example it is compound monthly. That one is about roti prata. Thank you. Compound monthly. If it's compound monthly, then it will be different already. Huh? My error, I have to take 5 divide by 12. Why? Because 5% is per year, per annum. Yeah, I'm giving example. When I write in red color, this is like how I teach lah. How I teach. Okay, it is not related to the question yet lah. Not yet lah. So 5 is because 5 is per annum. Since it's compound monthly, then we will have to do 5 divided by 12. And then as for the N, because it is compound monthly, 1 year you compound 12 times. 5 years you compound 5 times 12. So 5 years times 12 per year. So that means you compound 60 times. So if it's compound monthly, your error and your N will change accordingly. So for compound interest formula, the crucial is what is your small r and what is your M. Understand? Okay, so I give you all the possibility, correct? So then after that, you just suck accordingly. So now in this question, let's come back to this question. Okay, 9,500 was invested at 2.5% per year compound interest. Find the total value of after 4 years. Okay, so this one, formula A equals to P1 plus R over 100 to the power of N. So this is the principal amount. So my P is 9,005. My big R given to me is 2.5%. My T in this case is 4 years. So let's calculate what is my small r and what is my N. Okay, I know you all know what R, what N are, but I'm just trying to give compound quarterly. Nice one. Okay, I'm going to remind me about the quarterly. Let me complete this question first. For who is that? Pinako. Okay, remind me about the quarterly. If I forgot about it after this. Okay, so in this case, small r, because it is they never mention, okay, if the question never mention compound yearly, quarterly or monthly, by default it is compound yearly. Okay, so since it's compound and they never mention, so default is compound yearly. So in this case, my R straight away I can use the 2.5. Okay, then after that, my N, compound yearly, 1 year compound 1 time. 4 years means 4 years times 1, so it is just 4. So this one very straightforward. So let's just sub it in. 95,001 plus 2.5 over 100 to the power of 4. Okay, be careful. Sometimes students happily put 2.5 and then they super love using the calculator percent. You cannot use the calculator percent because if you use percent, it automatically divide by 100. You're making it difficult for children for just 2 marks. Hello, I'm ex-teaching here. I'm not giving answer. I'm not trying to spoon feed people with answer. I'm trying to teach them how to learn the question, okay? So if you're impatient about it, also same thing, can swipe it off. Thank you very much. So then after that, over here, okay, so when you key 2.5, don't press the percent, because you see the over 100 is already the percent. Understand? So now key calculator. 9500 bracket 1 plus fraction 2.5 over 100 to the power of 4. Wait, I forgot to put the power. To the power of 4. So then it will get 10,486 222.46. Then be careful, this is amount. Amount means principal plus interest. Then look at the question. They want to know the total value of the investment. Okay, so that means it is A. Because sometimes the question asks for the interest, you need to minus away the principal amount, understand? So in this question, no need to minus. Then they say, give your answer correct to the nearest cent. Nearest cent is the same meaning as 2 dp. Nearest cent is the same meaning as 2 dp. So round off to 2 dp, 10486.22. So this is nearest cent. Done. Okay. So this is for this question. Very straightforward. This is normal text question. That's why it's just compound yearly. Very straightforward. I'm just going in depth to teach so that you all know how I get the individual number. So come back to here. Just now a student asked about the quarterly, right? So now let's look. Same thing, the red color part here. So I'm going to just draw here so that you know that it is not related to this question. So now, how about quarterly? So if it's compound quarterly, now let's work out what is my R and what is my N. Compound quarterly means that means 1 year cut into like quarter, 1 quarter, correct? That means 1 year is 4 times. Agree now? 1 year is 4 times. So my R, I will have to divide by 4. So you will take the 5 divide by 4. Understand? So your R will be 5 divided by 4. And then the N, this is 5 years. 1 year compound 4 times because it's quarterly. So 5 times 4, your N is 20. Understand? So this is when it's compound quarterly. Can? So basically, these are the crucial thing for compound. Your R and your N must be correct. Can I know what's the meaning for TRN? T represent the number of years. Okay, the R is the rate lah. The N is the number of times. Compound how many times? Okay. So this will be the question for number 9. Okay, let's move on. Okay, question number 10. So now in this question, they say a local bank offers the following exchange rate. So exchange rate, we have Malaysia people here, we have people in other country, we also I'm in Singapore also. So exchange rate between Singapore and Malaysia ringgit. Okay, I know that the ringgit now is not like that. This is just a question. Okay, then now over here the interest rate. They tell you that for deposit duration of less than 5 years, you will use this compound interest 1.5%. If you are going to deposit in the bank for 5 years and above, you'll be using simple interest 2% per year. Normal Tech is Normal Tech, Normal Acad and Express. So after primary school, you will go to 3 different streams, right? Normal Technical. So I have talked about the formula on compound interest. So how about simple interest? Okay, so simple interest, same as the name, is very simple. Okay, you just need to know I is equals to PRT over 100. Okay, so same thing, P is the principal, R is the rate, and T is the number of years. Very straightforward. Okay, there is no such thing at yearly, quarterly, or what. It's by default, it's definitely yearly. Understand? It's by default, it's definitely yearly. So this is the only formula that you need to know for simple interest. And one thing I need to highlight is the formula start from the I. I means is the interest. The J girl 1108, what happened? J girl 1108, what happened? Why you keep calling me? What thing? Want to ask what? You don't be so agitated here. Later my moderator accidentally block you. Don't be so agitated. Calm down. I see your message. What you want to ask? What you want to ask? Okay, so take note that I is an interest. Just now the previous one, the formula is A. A is P plus I. A is P plus I. So that's the difference between the two. So you need to be careful. Okay, now let's move on. So now Peter had just come back from his holiday and he had 2,210 ringgit left. So they asked how much Singapore dollar would he get if he exchanged with the bank. So what we're going to do is we're going to change ringgit to Singapore dollar. So in this case, I'm going to make ringgit on the left hand side. So let's write out the exchange rate first. So this is how I do. So ringgit 260 can change Singapore dollar 100. They want to know 2210 is how much Sing dollar. So let me just find one unit first. So it's just RM1. So very easy, 260 is 100. So RM1 is just 100 divided by 260. Okay, so just put 100 divided by 260. You don't have to write the exact decimal, just put it in the fraction. And like I said, like I see you teach is a best. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Money very hard. No lah, just put like that. You just need to know that what is your interest. You want to change. No lah, not the current. This one question like a few years ago one. We can never catch up with the exchange rate lah. Okay, I know now. I heard from my friend that it's already 300 something, right? Okay, so then no need to put the decimal, just put it in this fraction form. So then I just put RM2210. So it's 100 over 260 multiply it by 2210. So then of course just leave it to the calculator to calculate. So fraction 100 over 260, then multiply by 2210. So it will be 850. So it means that it will be changed to Sing dollar $850. Okay? Are you an actual teacher? No. I don't teach in the school. I teach in my own school. Okay? So this is for part A. Okay, let's move on to the part B. It's the same info, but there's a part B. Okay, Calvin earns an interest of $4,000 when he deposits some money in the bank for 8 years. So what is the amount of money he deposits? So he earned an interest of 4,000 and put in the bank for 8 years. So let's go back to the information just now. And let's take a look. So of course, we don't look at the exchange rate already. Now we are looking at this interest rate. So over here, you can see that the deposit duration less than 5 years, the deposit duration 5 years or more. So should we be looking at a compound interest 1.5% or should we be looking at a simple interest of 2%? That boy put into the bank for 8 years. Wow, we reached 20.7k already power. Let's see later after the lesson we can reach 30k now. How do we use a simple or should we use compounds? The guy actually put in the bank for 8 years. Ooh, Sam is around. Yes, the 2% simple interest. Yes, you all are right. Well done. Okay, so I'm going to use simple interest. So now I can use and show you how I use the formula here. So let's do it. So in this case, I will use the simple interest. I equals to PRT over 100. Now, the principal amount is unknown, okay? The principal amount is unknown. The interest is given, so it's 4,000 equals to P. My R is 2%. Just now we already have it here. So write 2 can already. Don't write the percent. So the 2 is here. The T is 8 years, then over 100. So fill in the blank and you realize that you have only one unknown, which is P. So over 1. Okay, so this is 4,000 over 1 equals to 16p over 100. Okay, so now cross multiply, I will have 16p is equals to 4,000 then plus 20. Next is p will be equals to 400,000 divided by 16 and we get 25,000. So this is my principal amount. So this is the principal amount that he actually deposited into the bank, right? He put 25,000 for 8 years. And then after 8 years, he earn an interest of $4,000. Is that by the rule or by example only the interest rate? Pinnacle, what do you mean? Is that by the rule or by example only the interest rate? I don't get your question, Pinnacle. Oh, the 2 is from the in front. Wait, Here. Here. Just now, this question, same question, this one just now was 10A, when we changed the ringgit and Singapore dollars. This is 10V. So the information is also from here. Okay. So over here, they say interest rate. If you deposit for less than 5 years, you use the compound. If you deposit for more than 5 years, you use the simple interest. You use see the word law, simple interest, use simple. Compound, use compound. This one is because it's 8 years. 8 years means it's 5 years or more. That's why we look at the simple interest. Okay, so we know that we're going to look at this one because it's 8 years, 5 years or more. The information in the box interest rate, why? No, this one, it depends. Every question definitely will give you different information. This question give you this interest rate. It doesn't mean it's true for everything. Okay, so now come back to here. Okay, we have the other one. See here. Just now someone asked if this one is compound interest, what to do. Okay, later we come back to it again. Actually, no need lah. Behind, I still have compound interest. We can go, I'll show you later. So this question, let's just do this. Okay. Okay, so next, part C. David had $5,000 and wanted to deposit the money into the bank for a period of 3 years. So again, come back to here. This bank, 3 years means less than 5 years. That means we're going to look at compound interest of 1.5%. Right? So how much interest will he get if he deposit the money in the bank? So I'm going to use compound because it's this one. So yes, use the formula. A is equals to P 1 plus R over 100 to the power of N. So now, $5,000 is the initial amount. So that's the principal. So here is 5,000. 1 plus. R is 1.5. Because it's 1.5% and it's compound. They never mention compound monthly or quarterly, so by default it's compound yearly. So in this case, my R is just 1.5. And the N is, because it's put for 3 years, compound yearly means 3 times 1, so it compound 3 times. Okay, so it's 3. Okay, I just now already explained about PRT. If you want to watch a replay, you can watch a replay from my YouTube channel. Because I still have few questions behind to go through. So just press the calculator. Okay, so after we press the calculator, we will get 5228.3918. Again, A represent the amount. They ask for interest. So you need to minus away the principal amount. So 5228.3918 must minus away the principal to find out what is the interest. So it's 228.3918. They never mention round off to nearest dollar or what. So by default, it is always round off to 2 DP. So round off to 2 DP, you get 228.39. Okay, 2 DP. Okay, so this is how you do this question. This one cannot because this period of 3 years is using compound interest. So we have to use compound interest formula. Cannot use the simple interest formula. Okay, let's move on. Okay, now let's take a look at question 11. Okay. Okay, question 11. Miss Teo has 49,000 to invest in the bank. Okay, this one we need to amend the question a little bit. You love my handwriting. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I need to amend these questions to 6%. Okay, there's an error with this question. Okay, but don't worry, tomorrow when we upload the PDF, we will upload the updated one. Okay, so now, option A, the bank offers 6%, but it is simple interest. Option B, offer compound interest, but it's also 6%. The only difference is one is simple, one is compound. So they ask, calculate the interest you will receive if you choose option A and option B accordingly. So this question can actually let you know whether is it simple is better or compound is better, provided the rate is the same. If the rate is not the same, okay, thanks, David. Okay, if your rate is not the same, then of course you got to do your own calculation. But if the rate is the same, simple and compound, no need to say, you definitely know that compound will give you more interest. Understand? So if you are borrowing money, of course, you go and look at simple interest. Okay? But if you are saving money, whereby you're earning interest, then of course you look at compound interest. Again, this means that provided that the rate is the same. Yes, this one definitely we know that the compound is definitely will give us the more interest. Okay, because rate is the same, compound is definitely better than simple. Unless it's different number, then we need to calculate and see which one give you more interest. So now let's do the actual calculation. So option A is simple interest. So we're going to use the I is equals to PRT over 100. Wow, we hit 23.7K. Okay, I give you all another target. 30K. Okay, P is the 49,000. So just sub it in. 49,000. The R is just 6. The years is 5 years out of 100. So this one, the interest is 14,700. Okay, so 5 years interest is this amount. Okay, now let's take a look at compound. Option B is compound. So we're going to use the formula A is equals to P 1 plus 6 over 100 to the power of 5. Compound means compound yearly by default. 5 years means 5 times. That's why my N is 5. So when you key into the calculator, you will get 65573.0533. And please be careful, A doesn't include the principal. So you need to minus the principal in order to get the interest. No such thing as you earn 65,000 interest. No such thing as you put 49,000 and then you earn 65,000 interest. If you have this such a bank, please let me know. I also put money inside. So you have 65573.0533 minus away the 49,000 principal, and your interest will be 16573.0533. So round off to 2DP, you have 16573.05. Okay, so this is the two interest, then you can compare. So by looking at it, you can see that the compound interest give you 16,000 and then the simple interest give you 14,000. So why is it that compound is more? It's because the compound interest, the 100% will change. That means after 1 year, they will include the first year interest to your second year to calculate the new principal with the new interest. And then after that, same thing when you go to the third year, they will use the interest that you have earned for the first 2 years, and with a new 100%, they calculate the interest again. So that means your 100% is keep increasing. So when you are earning interest, of course, compound is better because they use your 100% change every year, and your 100% is increasing every year. Okay, but simple interest is same as the name, simple. It means that they're based on 49,000, that's your 100%, and to calculate 1 times 6%, and then they just straight away times 5. So that's why the interest is lower compared to the compound. So that's the difference, understand? So then, of course, it's not obvious. They ask, which option should me still invest in? So why? So you have to be careful. This is investing. That means you're earning money. So of course, we look at the interest is more one. Understand? But if you're going to borrow from the bank, don't go and say that, oh, I'm going to choose option B to borrow money because I get more interest. That's wrong concept. When you borrow money, you want to reduce, you want to have lesser interest. So in this case, it's invest. So of course, we will choose option B. So me still should choose option B. And they ask why. So the why is just go and calculate the difference of the interest. So you will say that it is 1873.05 more interest. Okay. So it's for question 11. Okay, now let's move on to question number 12. And that will be the last question for the night. Okay. Yeah, haven't eaten dinner. Hungry. When a hungry woman is an angry woman. Okay. So now let's take a look at question number 12. So now, since it's already at question number 12, I believe some of you are already expert in doing simple compound interest. You can actually help me along. Now, teacher Kangie going to shut off. Don't know what to do. You're going to tell me what to do. Okay, Pam has $5,000 to invest for 3 years. So Pam invests her money at a 4.5% per year compound interest. Find the total amount in her account at the end of 3 years. First, you tell me whether are you going to use the compound interest formula or are you going to use a simple interest formula. What are you going to eat? I don't know. I don't know what my boyfriend buy. Haven't come. Food Panda. We order Food Panda. Yes, this one compound. This one pretty straightforward. Why? Because they already used the word compound. Okay, so we're going to use the compound formula. So it will be A equals to P1 plus R over 100 to the power of N. Later, after that, we do a little bit difference. I'm going to use compound quarterly. And then after that, we see whether you all learned it. So now we just do this question first. So now my P, very straightforward because I have $5,000 to invest. So my P is 5,000. Okay, it's 4% and this is compound yearly. So my R straight away is 4.5. This one is compound for 3 years. So N is 3. So when you press the calculator, this one is just 5705.8306. Okay, and then we have to round it off to 2dp. So it will be 5705.83. 2dp. Next, the total interest that Pam will earn. This one very straightforward. It's just this one minus the principal. Okay, so it will just be 5705.8306 minus away the 5,000. So the interest is simply 705.8306 round out to 2dp, 705.83, 2dp. Done. I'm not teaching tomorrow. Okay, not teaching tomorrow. I'm teaching on Sunday, every Wednesday and every Sunday. So now let's just how we say, right? We're going to change a little bit. So now you tell me, okay? Now I say that it is compound quarterly. Oh, there are also times whereby it's compound half yearly. Later we try the half yearly. Now it's compound quarterly. Same as the above here. Also 4.5% per year. And then it's also 3 years. And also principal amount 5,000. So now the only thing change is the R and the N will change. So if it's compound quarterly, can someone tell me what's the small r? Compound quarterly, 1 year compound 4 times. 3 years compound how many times? Come, tell me what is the R? Now I only ask for R first. Later then answer me for N. Small r is 4.5 divided by 4. Yes, 4.5 divided by 4 is how much? Let me see. Yes, 1.125. So you can leave it in fraction form or you want to put it in decimal 1.125 also can. So the small r is divided by 4. Why? Because compound quarterly. This one 4.5% is per annum. So your small r you need to divide by 4. Understand? Okay, the N. N is how many times you compound. So just now I see someone put 4.5 times 4. Wrong, huh? First, you ask yourself, 3 years, it's compound for 3 years. 1 year compound 4 times because it's compound quarterly. So 1 year is 4 times, means 3 years times 4 times. So it becomes 12 times. Understand? So the N is 12. The error is 1.25. Pinnacle, still wrong, huh? My small r is 1.125. My N is 12. Okay? Okay, next situation. Now it is compound half yearly. What is my error and what is my N? Come, tell me what's the error first. Yeah, well done. Okay, so it is 4.5 divided by 2. Why? Because compound half yearly means 1 year 2 times. I'm going to take 4.5 divided by 2. Okay, and you get 2.25. Okay, how about the N? How many times? It's 3 years. And compound half yearly means 1 year compound 2 times. 1 year compound 2 times, 3 years compound how many times? Yes, 6, huh? Yes, Pinnacle, you got it correct. Yes, 3 years times 2 times. So it is 6, okay? So for compound formula, all you need to take note is what your small r, what is your N, and then just pop inside and you get the answer. Okay? Yes, we are done for the day.